You think you know me? You never did.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Clowning Around the Ring with your hosts, Ace in the Hole, Adrian Diesel, the hardcore champion himself, and Kool Sheen. Yeah, that's just me, your boy. I'm just your agent. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing. But hey, don't forget to give us that subscribe, that like, that follow on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Clowning Around the Ring, CATR. And don't forget to check us out on alloutelite.com. We got our Adrian Diesel uploads weekly. We got other uploads that are fantastic weekly. You got to check those out after every episode. Don't forget to check those out, alloutelite.com.
I'm going to make a gang sign for the boys.
You ready to get into this?
Let's get right into it.
NXT, let's start it off. Let's start it off strong.
And they just like they did, eh?
Yeah,
they
let's start it off strong.
Straight off with some tag team wrestling. Not just no tag team wrestling, but some belts were on the line, or some titles were on the line, because belts are something that hold your pants up. Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan, how you doing? JC Jane, how you doing? Versus Wendy Wu and Roxanne Perez.
Wendy Wu? Wendy Chu.
Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior is a Disney original movie that came out when I was a child with Brenda Song.
That's why I had to get you with that one just real quick, but it's all good.
And I've been waiting so long to finally be like, oh my god, they ripped it off. Anyways, they ripped off the name, but I just did it completely opposite because instead of making her super powerful and energetic, they made her Orange Cassidy. But this match was not
sleepy.
Snorri, was not sleepy at all. In fact,
it
started off hot right away because Chu, not Wu, Chu did a sneak attack. She's very sneaky. She's very sneaky from top rope. She not come out from the top where her music hit. Her song is a banger. She was on the back turnbuckle, ready, and she hit him. She hit all three of TA with a dive, if I'm not mistaken. All of them.
Yep. No, Wendy kind of carried a little bit of the match in general, I feel like, with some of her spots overall. She's a really big hit. And maybe that's why it felt that way, is because she's a stud. She's getting a lot of really, really big pops and spots.
Mm-hmm.
And Perez, I would say, is doing really, really well and working really, really well with Wendy. But maybe
it's because they're cousins.
That's funny. But maybe behind the scenes, I think that with other athletes, she needs to get maybe more practice in, because some of the and obviously, I mean, we're picking hairs here, but she's looking like she could definitely use a little bit more chemistry with some of the other superstars. That's what you could tell there was a difference in chemistry between not Gigi, JC Jane, who she just had fought last week,
right, and
Gigi. The chemistry in the match, while they were actually, going at it, was noticeable for me. So I think that just in general, that needs to be kind of more well-rounded. It shouldn't be noticeable, even if there is, just do less crazier spots with the people you don't have that chemistry with yet, and do those crazy spots with the people who you can do them with. But that would be my only note for her. Other than that, though, I like her promo ability. She's she's not scared of any of the moments.
Played lots of games. Allegedly, Sean thinks he remembers. Kool Sheen thinks he remembers the promo where she was just a child playing the games. And if you were a child playing the game like I was, you had to learn how to cut a promo. Even in the video game, you had to make sure you hit the right responses in time. You had to make sure you were hitting the right responses, getting the crowd reaction that you needed, making sure you were out promoing the other guy. She has to know what she wants to say. She knows what she wants to do already. She's lived many WWE careers before.
Hey, that's true. I like that. I like that as a build. I like that. That's character backstory that is digestible and relatable, and I'm with that. And honestly, the fact that they gave the opening match to some of the best women superstars that they have, Wendy, Toxic Attraction, and then to follow that up with the NXT
First ever.
Women's Breakout Tournament. They didn't directly follow it up, but I mean that was what felt like the next most impactful thing on the show. And they had Henley versus Sloane Jacobs. Sloane Jacobs with a debut.
Sloane Jacobs, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That was my pick. That was my hidden pick. I thought she was gonna take it all the way home, but then when I learned on commentary that she's just 19, I was like, oh no, she's got time. But she did good against Fallon Henley, and we've seen Henley a few times.
So it was kind of expected to see Henley move on,
Yeah.
at least through the first round.
Same with this next one, dude. I wanted Ariana Grace to move on too.
I was expecting an upset here because of how obviously dominant Nikita's been, and that's the fact that she's already been paired with some of the highest level superstars in the company. I felt that Lions could have lost this breakout tournament in the first round, just kind of on a whim, cheese maybe even, something like that, and then went back to battling with the highest level stars in the company, and we wouldn't have even blinked an eye. We would have been like, oh yeah, no, that's where she belongs. So
It's fine. Nikita Lyons is gonna win this whole tournament now. There ain't no stopping her. It's gonna come down literally. I can read it now. It's gonna be between her and Lash Legend, and let me tell you, Lyons is winning, unless there is cheese.
I feel you. I think that the build that they might have for Lash Legend versus Henley will be good.
I hope so.
I hope the potential build on that side of the bracket is good. Lions looks like she'll stomp her side of the bracket, unfortunately.
Sorry, everybody else.
And she doesn't have to, but it is the right thing to do. She is the women's breakout star, so like I guess if you're gonna give
Something's breaking out.
if you're gonna give that to anyone, if you're gonna give it to anyone, I understand it being her. But that's why I thought the 19-year-old Sloane Jacobs could have been the upset. I'm expecting there's got to be upsets eventually,
Somewhere
right? They got to
soon.
set up some upsets eventually.
There's no like wild cards or nothing in this tournament, right? So.
No, so we'll see.
Dude, and Ariana Grace is straight up, bro. Hey, I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken, that is the daughter of WWE legend in my heart, Santino Marella.
Oh, okay.
And so to see Santino Marella's daughter, not have a silly character, just for all I know, just herself, you know what I mean? Like, she fucking was putting out. And it would be cool one day maybe to see her use Santino Marella's Cobra. Just me, though. Just me.
Yeah, we'll see where that goes. I mean, that's interesting. That's a little bit of tad of information I did not know. I'm liking that. The breakout tournament. The breakout tournament is looking like it's going to be very predictable matches. I hope that there's some upsets, but what you said looks like it's.
And I kind of wish Cora Jade was in it, to be frank with you, but I get why she's not. She's like already been
a little bit too established.
Yeah, she's like she broke through with the War Games match, so she's good.
Is Tiffany in it?
No, I don't believe so. No,
she should have maybe been in it though.
No,
That's would have been my pick.
She would have been bumped out first round if there was qualifying matches. She wouldn't have made it through because she's always too busy about daddy this, daddy that. Oh, where, I want to go shopping. I don't like Asian girls. Oh, where, I'm going to beat up this Asian schoolgirl. Oh, where.
That's intense, dude. I don't think it's like that.
You don't think that's how she talks to her daddy, who's white and also probably doesn't like Asian girls?
It's maybe, well, actually, I don't know if he doesn't. I won't say that. Because old white men love Asian women. That is a fact. That's just a fact.
You're only saying that because she had one at her side. Saray had an old white man. She had two.
True.
Old white men.
Any truers? And that's what I'm saying to you. It's just, it's a fact of life. And so.
But
that's the reason.
Also was not rich.
Can you hit the melody? Okay. So what I'll say is Saray and choosing the chase was pretty cool. I feel like
It was kind of cool in their entrance. He
Yeah.
hated it. I loved it. It was amazing.
I didn't
okay?
hate
He
it.
said verbatim, he said, AJ, I don't know why you like that. It was way too stupid. It literally reminded me of a stupid, like,
okay.
animated movie where it's like, what? What do you mean they're just gonna walk out through the curtain and now they're all wearing different clothes? Like, what? Have you not seen a single Saray match? That's how these things
That's
go.
not
So obviously
what I
when JC
said.
walks out, they're all also gonna be
Sapphire
coming
posted
out
screenshots.
different. Oh,
Sapphire posted screenshots.
oh, Sapphire, don't. I'll fire you.
Nah, what I said is, hey man, you got to do a lot to get me amped about an entrance. Okay, you got to do a lot. You got to bring a car out. You got to bring a orchestra out. You got to bring a band out. You got to bring something crazy. I like it when it's crazy.
She is a quick change artist, dog. Obviously, that's not a pre-taped back of the
No,
stage
it's-
walk,
but
dog.
it's
She's
all
a quick change
good.
artist, family.
But it's all good though because I mean, seen that before. Seen that before.
Not with 3 people, just her.
True, but no, it's just like no, but it wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy. It was cool. It was cool.
No, Tiffany Stratton had a teachable moment for Saray. All right. I
That's
don't
facts.
remember who won or not because I was too busy. You kidding me? Waller and Stratton, they're beautiful people. It was hard to pay attention.
That's a great pairing because of the fact that they are both kind of like snobby, stuck up, like beautiful people. Yes. It's a great pairing because I think Saray and Chase University both stand for wrestling, and then Waller and Tiffany are gonna be more of like the cheesy, like snobby, and so the pairing, the filler match of the century right here. This is how you do it.
Definitely for the match of the year, baby.
Yeah, this is how you do it. And I like that Waller, being someone who we've seen in, actual belt contention, being in the company for longer, was the one carrying his team. And then Saray being the one to hit a blow on that basically was just washing Tiffany the whole time. And then hitting the best blow, which was like a little surprise hit onto Waller. I mean, yeah, no, that's how you book a match. That's great storytelling, and it was a great way to just kind of fill in with some superstars that maybe didn't have anything going for them at the moment.
Sure.
And Waller and Stratton can continue to do stuff, I think. They could be menacing around the scene.
All I know is that Grayson Waller is gonna wanna go to that land down under. How you doing?
How you doing? I'm surprised he's not trying to take any shots at Solo or Grimes or the A-Champ. I'm surprised he went away from that.
Phased out. Fired my bodyguard. He's did nothing to me. Braun Strowman. Already forgot his name, so it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter. Phased out. He's phased out. Not championship material, I guess.
Okay.
NXT needs another mid belt though, I think, or something.
Show's not long enough maybe for that, personally.
Oh, that's true.
But I don't know. Well, no, my problem is, hey, let's get into it, huh? Let's get into this Solo A-Champ and Grimes situation, because what I kind of felt is that they're rushing Solo into this. They're rushing Solo into this a little bit. Solo is the one who got pinned, and I believe that he is the people's champ, so he should have been the one who got pushed down into the circuit and maybe had to face a Waller, had to face a couple of these guys to get back into the championship contention and not the North American title championship contention.
This guy's crazy.
We're talking about the NXT championship contention.
This guy's crazy. You just don't like Joe Gacy. You're just not a part of the cult.
But it can happen simultaneously. He can have his. What I'm saying is his run would have had to start against Waller the last week or this week. So it would still be happening. He wouldn't have his Gacy and Bronze wouldn't have had to be interrupted to have that build begin, is what I'm saying. And then Grimes and A-Champ, Mr. Hayes himself, could hash out their things in maybe a three or four pack with Trick maybe being involved, so there's some real back and forth going on. And then that's when Waller gets reintroduced into it, because I believe Grimes will eventually be the one who takes Hayes out for a little bit, and he has to get pushed into a different circuit. Maybe he gets moved into the NXT Championship circuit by that time, way later. Because I don't think that Solo will beat Braun, but I think he can face Braun. That would be a great match for both of them. But then Solo loses to Braun and has to take the belt from Grimes. Then that's when he comes back and takes the belt from Grimes. That's how I would have strategized all of it. Because then you have all of those top guys shuffling back and forth, and I think for weeks you're gonna have crazy matches. All throughout the summer, you're gonna have crazy matches.
I can't trust a single thing that this guy books, because you know who is undefeated in WWE 2K GM mode? Me versus him.
Okay.
This man's gets washed
Then you tell
every
me.
time.
You tell me how it goes.
Well, I'd never put much thought into it or nothing. If you need me to do it right now on the spot, I might be able to. But the thing is, I think that Solo could win this triple threat. The thing is, I feel like since Solo showed so much heroism towards Grimes, remember? He ran in, helped him out a little bit. There's mutual respect, yeah. But at the end of the day, it's all about one thing. Getting some gold. Grimes is going to think that he can sneak attack Solo by the time that the A-Champ is down and out. Okay? No, though. Solo got the gold in his bloodline, sucker. So he knows what it takes to win. You heard the crowd when Solo came out. What were they chanting most that night? What were they chanting most? I'm asking you a question.
Verbatim?
Solo.
Yeah, verbatim. It was Solo and
There's probably some Uso
you got
ones.
next. Yeah, it was you got next. That's what it was.
Facts.
I was trying to remember the exact. Yeah, it was you got next.
Actual. And that's because he's got next, and not just next in line to lose to Grimes. No, next in line to become the North American champion. Because after that, Cameron Grimes and him can feud for the belt some more. But then Cameron Grimes can go after Braun Breaker.
Oh, so you have it kind of a little bit flipped for me.
Flippity flop.
Okay.
Because I feel like the North American Championship is what the United States Championship or the IC Championship used to be. It used to be a little test. It used to be a little, take this belt, let me see what you could do with it. Let's see a little bit maybe what you could do with the big one. And I mean, Grimes got the pop for winning the title. Sometimes reigns don't last long. Sometimes a pop is just a pop. Look at Zack Ryder winning the IC championship in a ladder match. So people did not expect that. It's the loudest pop of the night, and it was like the first thing on the card. So championship reigns, especially if it's a lower card belt, they ain't gotta be long or too memorable. Okay, he had a pretty solid defense already.
It's just the I'm here moment.
Yeah. And it took him goddamn too long to realize that he could be a champion. And I hope that they don't make the same mistake with a little Cora Jade. How you doing?
Cora needs some time though. That's my opinion. Not in ring. Her in ring ability, I can't say is terrible or bad or not up to snuff with what is expected of an up and coming star, like crazy superstar, I should say. And I use that in not WWE terms, but superstar is in like megastar, whatever. However, I can terminalize it to make sense.
I'll be back.
Yeah, but no, I think that her in ring depth is good. She has moves. Now her chemistry with superstars, she's young, so she needs to obviously just get experience in that.
Figure out who she really is as a human, also.
But
Would would help.
That's gonna be also where it's gonna help on the mic.
Yeah.
that helps in the ring when you know who you are and you know your character. It helps you in ring because your then movements can associate with that character. But
Yeah, you think little Adrian could just pop on some Versace glasses and do this? No, sir. No, sir. Adult Adrian barely can. So moving on.
I'm not doing it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just saying. No, she just got to work on being a little bit more genuine with, or because I don't think it's like not authentic. I don't think it's not who she is. She's being real. It's just not coming off genuine. It seems like the words aren't hers. That's all. So I guess the words need to be coming out more like they're actually her feelings and her words, because I guess when you look at her face, her acting ability of being able to make it look like that's her feeling is there, but the words just don't match even how she
It's the tone.
how she does
She
it.
obviously did not take acting 1 and 2 and had an English teacher who very much cared about our gusto and our presentation the way that a young Adrian D did.
Facts.
How you doing?
Facts. But Natalia is kind of carrying the women's division, not in sense of like by herself, but like
She's keeping it afloat because she the boat.
facts.
Not a rapper though.
Like Natalia is being not only what you were saying, like keeping it afloat, but like being an example and as a legend, like in old age, being able to
Easy, dude. You're not supposed to call ladies old.
true, in in such depth of experience, being able to continue to show that you are still a top level superstar and that you can get paid that late in your career. Like, like when the contract's up, Natalia's still going to get a check because she can still do it at the highest level. So 20 years down the road, Cora Jade still can get a check because she can probably learn from what Natalia's doing and use it. So,
And I mean, hey, Cora Jade almost had her.
yeah.
And I mean, she had her in her very own sharpshooter. Okay, Natalia barely made it. All right. Not only that, Cora Jade, ladies and gentlemen, she ain't tapped.
She earned the respect.
Her body gave out.
She earned the respect.
Natalia was saying, they always tap. I told you. I promised you. She always taps. And the zebra boy said, tap, tap, tap. Actually, ma'am, she did it. Her body gave out. Gave out. And then Natalia said, damn it. Get up. Shook hands with her. Gave her a hug. And then I thought Natalia was gonna hit a spinning lariat on her. I thought it was gonna be another turntable. Wasn't.
No, it was humility.
It was humble, yeah.
Humility.
Humility, yeah.
Kind of similar to how the RK Bro is showing no humility across the WWE universe.
Cause RK Bro 420 says that we just smoked your asses.
Yeah, the Street Profits said that they want smoke, but I guess they couldn't I think they got outsmoked. They got greened out by RK Bro.
What?
I mean, dude, Randy low key is turning Riddle into the best wrestler I think he could possibly be. He's like, there's a ceiling for every guy, right?
Yeah.
And it's usually pretty high for a lot of these guys. Once you make it to the main roster, I'm assuming your ceiling is pretty high. They see something in you. And does it come out? Do you ever reach that, right? And for some guys, it just never clicks. This iteration of RK Bro with Randy and Riddle is bringing out something in both of them that is taking it to, like, maybe not the ceiling, but near the ceiling. I think for damn near both of them. Little side note, sidebar, we had a friend come in and watch SmackDown with us. I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit. Saw Randy talking some game. Said, "This isn't Randy. That's not Randy." And it's like, no, this is the new Randy. Randy is a new guy. He's reached a different level now. And Riddle, I want to say, is now the same. He's on a different level. The way he's able to be the one of the best competitors in ring, and then now can be a wild card on the mic, and not just silly, but like he hits you with shots. He'll drop the mic and hit you with a knee or a fist or a RKO. He'll do random stuff, and I feel like early iterations of Riddle was just very silly all the time on the mic, and just the growth out of them is just so different. It's just maybe the most unique thing across wrestling since I've come back. The actual growth and development between those two is, I don't see it really anywhere else.
Shoosh. Thank you, Gable, my man. He was out and down for the count. That tree trunk of a man. Otis, look at his face, huh? He was also down on his luck. But then he went to school, all right? He went to the Alpha Academy, okay? He figured out how to find his inner beast, okay? And because of that, they became Raw Tag Team Champions, okay? Amazing, okay? Shoosh, that man's has a 4.0. Graduated with a 4.0 degree, okay? No one better be booing. That would be rude. Shoosh. Thank you. That right there was growth. What he did, what he was able to do with them tiny lines.
Okay.
Blew it out of water.
Okay. I'll say it's maybe better, but at least same. Maybe better, at least same.
Some development.
Yeah, no, that was well. So you have to remember, I'm talking about from what I've seen. When I started, he was already in the academy. When I started watching, he was already in the academy. So I didn't see Otis down on his luck. I heard about it.
Let me throw something fresh at you then. Judgment Day.
You want to get into it? Because Arcade Bros, I mean, they are the ones with the smoke. I mean, it should be real. So let's get into Judgment Day. Back-to-back matches.
First time coming out as a trio.
Back-to-back matches for them. So it was insane.
Yeah.
Edge, Rhea, and Damian had a little in-ring promo. All three of them talked.
Not a sheep. I'm no sheep.
All three of them talked. And honestly, for them to come out, be so arrogant, and be just so, like, just bullface with it, you know what I mean? And then call their shot and win both their matches. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, but real quick, you told me that AJ Styles and Finn Balor couldn't have got to the ring a little sooner? They was just letting my girl get beat up on. They was just letting my girl Liv Morgans live through the brutality.
I'm sad, but I'm happy for Rhea. I'm sad for Liv because I didn't want to see Liv end up getting into like some sort. It wasn't a squash, but it was a semi-squash.
She was putting it in, dog.
It was a semi-squash. It was a semi-squash, and it was a beating afterwards, so I feel bad. But to see Rhea be dominant and to see this faction be dominant is something that I'm happy about. Because
I think they just jumped her in. I don't even think that she knows it yet, but I think they just jumped her in.
Hey, and another note on Judgment Day, because they won both their matches and the hype that's kind of coming in behind them, actually, I'll say two things. One, this is a heavy prediction. Money in the Bank, right? July 2nd.
I thought it was the 4th. Sure.
It's a Saturday, so it's July 2nd because they're doing all their pay-per-views on Saturday.
Yes.
And July 4th is a Monday.
Okay, for sure.
So
Nerd.
I want Damian Priest to win Money in the Bank.
He's not ready to main event WrestleMania. Here's what's really gonna happen.
I have two things about Judgment Day,
Okay.
and I'll let you go in after that.
Go ahead.
My only is a quick second thing is that Edge during the promo, specifically Edge, leaned way more into anger and just like disgust than of the spirituality, like mystical, like darkness side of it, which I don't have a preference. I don't have a preference, maybe, like one way or another. It's just that this one hit. So if this is the angle that they're taking, he's gonna be just like mad that people don't see him as the greatest like he claims he is, then I think that will play better than maybe the darkness, like spiritual kind of angle that they started with maybe a little bit. That's just kind of how I feel. But what do you think is going to happen at Money in the Bank before we move on?
Well, for the last couple years now, Otis's was a fluke. Everyone calm down. I know no one really liked it that much besides me because I thought it was funny. Hey, forget about it. The pandemic era of the Money in the Bank is behind us now, okay? Rey Mysterio got thrown off a building. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They had to climb to the top of the building, so it doesn't matter. But the last couple years, I've had a pick, you know? But it doesn't matter. Because there's always one motherfucker who comes back and surprisingly wins it. And his name is Brock Lesnar. And that man, that beast, can main event a WrestleMania. That man, that beast, still has unfinished business with the head of the table. Who's even going to be gone all summer anyways, right? So perfect. Or everyone really wants Cody Rhodes to fucking win the Money in the Bank. And no, that's not how I want Cody. He could be in the match. But that's not how I want Cody to get to the fucking belt, dude.
Yeah,
I want it to be like, dude, are you kidding? Do you remember how mad I was when Ronda and Brock won this year's Royal Rumbles? Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, and that's where I'm saying they could do a Damian Money in the Bank and then something at SummerSlam, maybe, right?
Maybe. I mean, if anything, I would see them doing something big at SummerSlam and not. Like, they could participate in the Money in the Bank, sure, but and not win it. And I think they could have like a bigger thing at SummerSlam compared to other people.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I just think he's a dark horse pick. I think that he might be getting a heavy push behind Edge during the next month or two, and that's July 2nd, right? So we have, I mean, how many SmackDowns, how many Raws do we have before then? So like seven or eight. I mean, if we're talking total shows, we have like 15. You know what I mean? So they definitely could get him in that positioning. I think Damian could be not maybe super main event, but he could have WrestleMania match.
Yeah, but for some reason now the Money in the Bank briefcase just lost all its cool swag because you can cash it in whenever you want, but this year for some reason, you just now get a chance. A chance? That's not even good enough. That's not even a guarantee. You get a chance at main eventing WrestleMania. And you know who I think deserves a chance at main eventing WrestleMania? A man who should have won the Money in the Bank briefcase a couple years back. Mustafa Ali.
Okay.
We added a new button, and I'm using the shit out of it.
Mustafa Ali.
What?
Mustafa Ali would be a great pick.
What is that scene in Austin Powers? Complete.
Yeah.
Complete. It's pissing.
Evacuate.
Oh, yeah,
Evacuation
yeah,
complete.
yeah.
Pissing. But hey, I want to get into this. This was one of the matches I really, really wanted to get into. Okay.
Let's go.
This has been building for multiple weeks, 3-4 weeks now.
Damn near a month, he said.
Ciampa has been cheap shotting Ali
No longer Tommaso Ciampa.
over and over again.
Week after week.
And they set up a goddamn cheese match for him.
So perfect.
It's partially sad, but partially the greatest thing on earth. Because, one, we got to see Mustafa Ali get cheesed and lose. Sad.
How'd it happen?
Sad. But the fact that we didn't get no fair fight means that we're probably going to get part 2.
And a fair fight is coming our way.
And maybe even a part 3.
In a cage?
So, I mean, strap in. We're going for a ride. You know, I just, you were telling me about this guy, and I wasn't
I was
so
telling
sold.
you to free him.
I wasn't so sold, but I see exactly why you were cashed in.
And now I'm hashtag push Ali.
Yep. It's not free Ali anymore. It's push Ali.
Push him.
I'm with that. Hey, but this feud is good.
This feud better lead into the Mustafa Ali versus FKA Austin Theory for the U.S. title.
Okay.
Because let's face it, we knew Cody wasn't going to win. Also, so weird
no
that
chance.
Theory isn't taking, huh?
Yeah, no chance, I said, because of cheese.
No shot. The Miz gave Theory some solid advice. Don't just be handing out title shots.
Yeah, come on.
The fuck, huh? And now he gave one to Mustafa. He gave one to Cody Rhodes, his biggest threat yet. And my dumbass, Adrian Diesel's dumbass, forgot about Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I did.
Forgot about Seth Rollins the whole match,
I
the
didn't.
whole night. That dirty rat, that slimy, nice clothes wearing, hot wife having, son of a gun.
Hey, man, you know for a fact you're not going to get through a Raw episode without Seth Rollins popping up.
Eh,
It's not
I
gonna
bet you
happen.
thought I froze.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And this was a perfect moment. And you know what? I keep leaning back into, hey, maybe they can team up at some point.
Adrenaline in my soul.
They're not.
Something, Cody Rhodes.
They're not going to team up. So, like, I can just throw that away. They're just going to keep doing what they're doing, and I love it.
No, maybe somewhere down the line they can team.
Maybe, but it's not happening anytime soon.
You don't know that.
I don't think so. Well, Seth is a wild card, man. So, like, he's a wild man. He'll literally do anything to win and be good and just be popular and be, like, savage. He's like, oh, no, teaming with Cody's the shit now? Okay, I'm with that.
I mean, Rhodes and Rollins.
Yeah.
Or Rollins and Rhodes, whichever sounds better to you. Some R&R though, yeah.
Rhodes and Rollins is alphabetical, and I like that a little bit more. But we'll see. We'll see what they roll with.
And it's like age, I think, too, as well. Just
hey,
and
I'm with
vet
that too.
status. So.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that.
All I'm saying is Cody Rhodes would have been Theory.
We had a couple other little segments on Raw. Veer had another stomp.
No more a shock factor, and Rey Mysterio is getting stem cell, like what is that? Like not
Oh, he's getting stem cell surgery?
surgery. Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Whoa, that's actually crazy news.
Yeah, he's gonna be wrestling forever.
Yeah. Dude, that's a very crazy operation. Not like dangerous, but
Just
yeah,
wild.
yeah, I mean it's interesting because what it's done for some basketball players has really changed the course of their career and extended their career. So I really am interested in what it will do for some wrestlers. But the amount of damage your body takes in wrestling versus in basketball is much different. like wrestling, it's like trauma to certain areas, and so I'm not sure how the stem cell will work. But that's awesome. That's actually awesome because science is awesome. Low key.
Watch out, chat. If you talk about this guy's wife on stage, he'll rush it and slap you. It's what Scientology's what is it? Scientologist?
I ain't no
Isn't that just a scientist?
Scientologist, man. No, I
Dude,
ain't no Scientologist.
guys, this guy has dander.
dog.
He's not a scientist. He is a scientist. Wait,
I ain't no
Wait.
scientist, man.
What?
let's get back on track.
I ain't no scientist, man.
Let's get back on track because the main event had big time Becky Lynch on the mic for Bianca Belair
On the ones and twos.
versus Asuka. And hey, we had a good run, okay? We had a nice long run of no DQ ends. And then in one episode, we got 3 of them. So why? Rollins and Lynch? So why can't you just play nice? Why? Do you
Well-
guys always have to match outfits a little bit? And big time Becky Lynch. Where'd you get your visor? Or your glasses? Where did you get that? Can I find that on Sheen? Is that custom made? Is that not no middle of the mall? Like, what is it? Side note.
This is a real ass main event.
Mm-hmm.
This is a real ass main event. It is sad that it ended in DQ, but you know what? Keeping Becky in the mix is, I think, overall the right move.
Sure. Well, yeah, because this was a contenders match. So
Yeah.
if Asuka won, she would have been
Yeah.
fighting Bianca, and Becky's so driven to get the belt that no one else can go against the EST of the WWE.
So, I don't know. I'm wondering where they're gonna go from here, though. Are they gonna do an Asuka Becky match?
That's the feud I want. I'm pretty sure that's the storyline we're getting to.
Okay. Bianca maybe gonna get a little break, or is she gonna be a fighting champion? Question mark.
Question mark. Yo, she might get a break because the other women's champion is a fighting one.
Okay. Cool. You ready to move on to the show where that other woman is? Maybe not talk about her.
Yeah, we can do that.
Great.
Sami Zayn.
Great.
Sammy.
Let's get right into it, you know? Yeah, Sammy motherfucking Zayn, the street rat of the bloodline, okay? He came down, and there was a little bit of a weird occurrence happening on SmackDown this week. The RK Bro is out there in the middle of the ring disrespecting...
It's not Monday.
It's Friday, sir, and they're out there disrespecting the locker room.
Sami Zayn's?
Sami Zayn's locker room, dog. Disrespecting the tribal chief and disrespecting the SmackDown tag team belts.
What?
So
Belts hold your pants. Kool Sheen.
you're right. This is SmackDown tag team titles. Yes. And Sami Zayn wasn't having none of that.
None of it.
Sami Zayn's not having none
We
of
don't
that.
get that up north in Canada.
He isn't gonna stand for any disrespect of SmackDown, which is his show, because he's the leader of the locker room.
And I acknowledge that. And I recognize that.
Yeah, we recognize that because he's so willing to acknowledge.
I'm allowed to acknowledge
You're gonna acknowledge?
more than one person, right?
I don't know
I
if
have to
I.
acknowledge the entire bloodline also at the same time as Roman. So,
Yeah. No, I acknowledge
and
them.
if he is
I acknowledge all of
bloodline
them.
adjacent, I would be what? I would be
It's not confirmed.
acknowledging.
It's not
Hey, if you get a
confirmed.
bloodline shirt, I'm pretty sure it's confirmed.
It's not confirmed nor denied. It's not confirmed nor denied that he is actually affiliated. All I'm saying.
Let's just say he is a wee wee.
I'll say that he's there's a difference between affiliation and association. So Sami Zayn came down and really was trying to just put an end to the disrespect, but Randy was not really having any of that. Randy just said that, you know what? If you're such a leader of the locker room and you're such a leader of SmackDown, then why don't you just have a match with Riddle? And you know, if we win, then we can get a shot at the tribal chief and the Usos.
Because let's be real. When Randall Keith Orton walks into an arena and he gets into that squared circle, that whole building becomes his. It doesn't matter who's inside. Wrestling has more than one royal family, Roman. It ain't just the Samoans. You got the Ortons. Randall's a third gen, okay? Cody's a second gen, okay? You, my friend, are gonna lose. One day, very soon, everything you love is gonna go.
Oh, you're going
crazy.
crazy. You're going crazy right now.
Sorry.
You're going crazy right now.
The
You're
Roman
going-
Empire is coming to an end.
Yeah, I don't know about any of that.
It's coming down.
No, what I know is that Randy, yes, is the man when he walks into arena, and he put the pressure on Sammy. He put the pressure on Sammy, and Sammy didn't really have any choice. Sammy had to either not only disrespect Randy to his face and disappoint the fans, and also go back to the bloodline and look like a bitch.
Whoa.
He or he had to take the match.
And he tried to say no.
Well, he tried to postpone it. He tried to
Sure.
take it and postpone it
Sure.
and get it cleared
But my boy.
with not only Mr. Baldy Adam Pearce himself, but with the bloodline. And Adam Pearce said, "No, we don't need to do any of that, and we don't need to put these belts anywhere. We're just gonna have you and Riddle go at it right now."
Riddle probably hits the dirtiest knee in the game.
Facts.
In this universe, I would say. LOL. XD. Not in the galaxy, though.
Riddle just kind of went in there and showed exactly why.
The AEW galaxy.
What?
Okay, so since we switched to SmackDown, Adrian's gone off the rails, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Adrian has gone off the rails.
Take it from here.
So what? I'm just gonna try to wrap up this little segment, and we're gonna move on to Happy Corbin. All I'm gonna say,
Oh, yeah, because I got some juice on that one.
the offense was good both ways, but Riddle showed why he is a main eventer consistently, and Sammy is showed why he's consistently on TV.
Sammy tried to be so slimy.
And,
Rusty tried to be so slimy.
and the Sammy segments throughout the consistently throughout the show is what kept the show consistently interesting, because I'll say some of the feuds and matches that they had going are getting a little bit more stale. So having these pop-ins with Sammy it kept it kind of lively. He had a pop-in with Paul Heyman. He had a pop-in with Shinsuke. And so that really, to me, kept life in the episode, because everything else was a little bit bland. I mean, the Raquel and Ronda match was cool to see Raquel have a offense in a title match.
Yeah, no, and she had like a lot of offense. Like I love now that like this is like Ronda's second run in the WWE. Like there's no more, like there's 100% like no more like Ronda Mystique. You know what I mean? Like that's all fucking gone. So it's cool to see her just get mollywopped for a second by someone who, you know, on paper, because of the size difference and shit, would mollywop her. So that was good to see. She almost had it too. I literally left the room for 45 seconds and she like.
And then
got her in the
Ronda,
arm, right,
yeah.
or something?
It was some sort of submission, yes.
Okay. Open challenge too. What a fucking, see what I mean? A fighting women's champion.
Yeah.
Open challenge.
And it looks like-
Aaliyah and Shotzi, formerly known as Shotzi Blackheart, too slow to make it to the ring.
It looks like she's got more challenges coming, is what I was about to say. Yes. And you know who's not gonna have any more challenges or challengers?
Madcap?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because Baron Corbin broke his neck.
Which this feud was honestly the most fresh, I would say, personally. So the Charlotte didn't really start a feud, but she's a fighting champion. That's cool. And Ronda. Ronda displayed herself as a fighting champion and is gonna not really have long-standing feuds, but just consistent matches. That's cool. Not like my bag, but cool. This Corbin and Madcap Moss was the most fresh and interesting feud that they had going, other than the tag team rivalry that's happening on SmackDown. And so to have it go this way was a weird pivot for me personally. I really am hoping Madcap's scheduled to be back for Hell in a Cell.
Neck's broken, dude.
I hope it's not I hope that they say it's sprained, not broken, and he's good in like 4 weeks for Hell in a Cell.
Coming back. Happy Corbin has entered the Joker Corbin era.
Okay. That's cool.
He sent him to the hospital.
What?
Dude, if we get Joker Corbin, it will be not worth it, but it'll be almost worth it.
Know that, yeah. Man does his characters very well.
But Madcap, but you could have two great characters.
I know. I know. I was just saying.
I know. Well, so yes, so that's why I said it'll be almost worth it. It'll be almost worth it if we get one really, really, really good character. Because we could have got two for sure. So it'll be almost worth it. But if he doesn't perform with Joker Corbin, if we get Happy Corbin continued, but just, maybe something.
Just not a happy guy anymore?
Yeah.
Or just like.
I'm just scared that we're going to.
Can we switch an emotion?
Yeah, something.
Angry Corbin or
something. And I'm just scared that we're going to get a Sammy and Corbin feud. And I don't really want to see the hijinks of that, because it's just all hijinks then. It's not really any actual, like.
That would actually be kind of fun.
It could be at first. I don't want it to be long. And I know that they'll make that long. And that's why I guess I won't like it. I don't want them to go at it for 5 months.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I think they've already done that with them anyways.
Okay, good.
That would be really fun, especially like with these characters. Like that would be really fun, or like if they were a team, even that would be kind of fun.
Well, so yes, that's why I said it, because Bloodline Sammy, and then Corbin being who he is now, like the solo Happy Corbin. I don't even know what to really call him yet, but
yeah, me either. Bum ass.
Yeah, I almost called him Lone Wolf, but that was actually his thing at one point. So it's like I don't even know what to call him.
And he can't be that anymore because wolves have hair.
Oh, that was way funnier than the hospital joke. But anyways.
You know what's funny is both of those were in WWE TV.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Ripped them off. I don't write any of my own stuff. Call me Amy Schumer.
Oh, geez. You ripped that off too. That's hella
From who?
Every comic ever. But anyways, just like her. Anyways, you know who is actually a great woman?
My mom.
Yes. Or you could have named any of the 4 in the women's tag championship match that happened on the SmackDown card, because I loved that match.
You mean Sasha Banks or Naomi or Natalya or Shayna Baszler?
Facts. I think that all 4 of those women are top tier in the company. Top tier. I'd put them on SmackDown. Those are like almost some of the 4 best women they have. Yeah, top 10. All 4 of them are top 10, top 7 maybe even. You got Charlotte, you got Ronda, and then you have those 4.
Yeah, because Shotzi and Aaliyah is on the come-ups.
Yeah.
And they don't be doing much. And where is Xia Li? I think
True.
Xia Li should have been the first one to come out and try to kick Ronda's ass. Ooh, though. Ronda needs a manager and a bodyguard for no reason. And for no reason, that bodyguard should be Xia Li. And now we just got to find a
That
mouthpiece.
would be crazy.
Now she just needs a mouthpiece. And then who can touch her? No one.
That would be crazy. Oh, if Ronda had a crew, I might start to like her a little bit more.
And that's why I want her and Shayna, because like they're even friends, IRL or something. And like there's like, there was like at one point in time there was the 4 horsewomen of NXT, and then there was like the 4 horsewomen that was like when it was just Ronda's gang, and it was like Ronda and like 3 other MMA girls. But the coolest faction that they could have one day could be Ronda Rousey's, Sonya Deville's, Daddy Deville's, and Shayna Baszler's. Because they all... You doing okay?
I try to get some more Sprite in my system because my throat was dry, but no. there was none left.
Oh wait.
That
When I try to speak.
I only did twice, and the deep cough just fixed it.
That's true. But you know what I mean, player. But it
Yes.
would be cool because they all have like the MMA background, and like it would all make sense for them to fucking be together. But it's fine. Where's Xia Li? You made her come back for 1 week.
I mean, they don't know
You
what to do
made
with the women's
your new talent
card.
get washed in a beat the clock challenge, but you let Raquel. What's your last name now? Rodriguez. English, dude. Raquel. Okay. Raquel had a fine one-on-one match. How come Aaliyah or Shotzi couldn't have a fine one-on-one match that was not kind of similar to what I would call Attitude Era women matches? Because they were under 5 minutes and bland. Eh? But you know what wasn't bland, chat?
It wasn't bland. You're right. I'll give you that. It wasn't bland.
Butch versus Kofi Kingston.
New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. New Day Rocks. Yeah.
Xavier Woods has his trombone Lana back, or whatever the name was. Not Lana. That's not right.
This match is the wrestling perfectly acceptable. Perfectly acceptable.
If it is.
Nothing negative to say about any of the wrestling. Some of the spots that Kofi had on the outside, fantastic. He had like I think one huge boot on the outside onto Butch that looked just so crazy sick. He had one where Butch pushed him off the top, and then he landed on the barricade on the outside, and it looked like he really hit his face.
I want to take
deep.
that bump so bad.
Damn. Yeah, I would love to take that bump. When that happened, that bump looked like it was a fun one, like to really just smash your face into the barricade, like to really try to hit it and land on it. Yeah, that would be a good one. But this match, it's just like the same thing we've gotten so many times that I'm like, okay.
There was no cheese this time, right? I don't think.
A little bit. I mean, so Sheamus so Holland came up, and then
That's right.
Then and Sheamus came up. He had to kick him.
Beastie Boys.
Yes, there was a little bit of distraction, and so it's another one of the moments where 3 is better than 2. They've been doing this pretty consistently now ever since Big E's been out. It's just when Xavier hits the backwoods that he wins, and so it's kind of predictable with what's happening
right now.
But there was a little bit of something new that happened. Butch won a match, and then still just like was going crazy and went up into the crowd.
Celebrating, dude.
I get it, but also not normal. And anyway, even when his crew was trying to like raise his hand to like show that he won, he was like, nah, both times, and then he raised their hand. Just not normal.
He's the man.
Yeah, it's just not normal, but it's all good. It's just
Butch is the star of that group.
Oh,
Everyone knows it.
Yeah, I would agree. But
and not obviously Sheamus, but like obviously.
well, he's gonna be.
Vet, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, he's what's gonna be.
All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's time
for our moments of the week. I'll go first.
From Raw.
Sonya Deville, first of all, stripped of her managerial position, okay? She's now just a WWE superstar who had to have a match. And before Baldy Adam Pearce could let her know who her opponent was, like a nice guy, he was trying to be a little friendly, she was like, so it doesn't matter. I'm Big Daddy DeVille, eh? But little did she know that she was going to be up against a returning Alexa Bliss. Hell yeah. She still has the Lily doll.
Yeah, weird.
I'm past that. She's back. I'm excited. She whooped Sonya. Excuse me. She hit the Twisted Bliss from the top. She's a newlywed. She been ready to go since that Elimination Chamber match. You remember when she was in that? Neither do I. She had a swing set. Oh, yeah. And she's back. And she's going to be on a tear. And I hope that she is going to go against Bianca Belair. And I made that rhyme. I could do that shit all the time.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
I'll stop on a dime, though.
Nice. Double nice. All right. My moment of the week was the finale of SmackDown. We kind of hinted at what was going on, and you really laid in on what your prediction was for kind of how this is gonna go forward. But for me, not even a prediction. You just kind of laid into.
It's a spoiler. That's a stolen line as well from Paulie Heyman. How you doing?
You just kind
You guys
of.
ever seen Bar Rescue?
So, you kind of didn't even do a prediction or anything. It was more just like your heart speaking on Orton over Roman. But
He ain't no John Cena.
so we are expecting the Usos. Pat McAfee on the mic is telling us, but Roman's music hits, and as he makes his way down, I kind of didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know what type of kind of rebuttal to the beginning of the show with Sammy and Randy and all of that we were gonna get. But
Can I be honest here real quick? I blacked out, not literally chat, but like I spaced out for that part of the show. I don't even know what happened, so I'm so excited to hear what happened.
So there was a moment when it sounded from Roman. He took the mic first of all, right away, and there was a moment from Roman when it sounded like he didn't really care about unifying the titles. But then, as soon as RK Bros music hit, and they came down and they were face to face, Randy starts jawing at him, telling him that he's not shit, like you just said, saying he ain't even as good as John Cena, saying he ain't gonna be a legend, and oh yeah, don't forget, I'm taller than you. So like, he was just taking shots left and right, and it deserved a response. Roman and the Bloodline, they couldn't back down. When this moment arose, there was a decision that had to be made. And if they ran from that, it would have been something that probably isn't the moment of the week. It would have just been something we barely even skipped by, because this would have been really disappointing. The culmination of this, the way that they kind of turned that last pay-per-view or premium live event around on us and didn't really give us that unification match. If they didn't give it to us again, it would have been just a huge letdown, and I don't know how I would have really felt about this segment.
But I will say that this match, the unification match, next Friday on SmackDown, be sure to read Rory's report on AllOutElite.com. I believe it's Rory. Sorry if I'm wrong. This match is obviously going to end in like a no contest, right?
Oh yeah, but so Jimmy and Jay accepted, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
And RK Bros rebuttal was literally just a shot to Roman in the face. Riddle just literally, he gave him a little bit of something left and right, like he was starting to distract him with the words, but he fucking just gave him a flying knee to the face, and then him and Randy slid out from the back, and Roman knows, man. Like, I think Roman knows that even if I don't think even if the Usos win, they keep the belts for very long. Like, I don't, even if he cheeses them into a victory, I guess I think that shot, he realized that even if, no matter what he's going to do to help them, they're not going to keep the unified belts.
Did they say how long Drew McIntyre was away?
Yeah, they said he's gone for about a month or so.
For a month?
Yeah, I
Up
believe it was
until
about a month.
literally the fucking Clash at the Castle
Yeah.
premium live event.
Yes.
The first one ever in the UK. Well, technically the first premium live event in the UK.
Yes.
But it's been a long time since I had a big show in the UK. What?
Yeah, he's gonna be over there promoting it the whole time. Yes.
For a month?
Mhm.
Okay, because what I really thought. Because what I thought is like if Roman is trying to cheese next week, that
Drew will come out.
Because Drew is the only one who has ties to that story. You know what I mean? So. But,
Well,
Hmm.
someone was on SmackDown that has ties to the stories in a way. Shinsuke.
oh God, yeah. Oh, that'd be hot as fuck.
That would be the only other wild card. That would be the only other wild card, and I could see it happening. So this match, that's why this is my moment of the week. It has so many pivots. And we all know, we all heard the news, Roman is probably going to be taking the summer off.
What?
After, I believe, the first week of June, he won't be on any shows.
What?
So this has to be coming to an end in the next couple weeks, which is sad, but it means that we're going to get a finite answer of what the tag team situation will be. And I think we will have Shinsuke get either a completion to the story or he will not be seen in this storyline again. We'll get something completely new from him, which either way, I hope it's either something new and he's back refreshed doing something, or he's involved in this. And that will be a pivot that I love. Either way, I love that pivot, right? I don't really see anyone else, though. You're right. I don't see anyone else being able to come to RKO's assistance. Maybe the Street Profits because of mutual respect, but I don't know. The only
that
reason
makes it uneven, and I don't think the Bloodline would let that slide. That'd make it a 4-on-3, yeah.
Yeah, but it would have to be like it would have to be that both the Street Profits have to 2-on-1 Roman outside of the ring, so that
yeah, and that would make sense. It would have to be a 2-on.
You know what I mean? The tag team stays a regular tag team, but when Roman comes out,
right,
and while the match is going, the Street Profits also come out and they stop him, and they're maybe even Roman gets a lot of offense off on him, you know what I mean? And it looks like he's about to make his way into the ring, but then Isaiah comes with a running off of the barricade dive and just like slams onto him, and at the exact same time, Randy hits RKO to win. You know what I mean? Something crazy.
Or a surprise. I honestly, for once, might pop for Drew if he likes randomly.
Oh yeah, if it's all play.
Mm-hmm.
If they're trying to get us,
I would get it if he is there promoting that shit. It's the first one in so long. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Man, just from over there. It's not like he's the only one from over there. You know?
They just have so many pivots. They have so many pivots.
It's like a friend's couch.
And they could even
What?
shoot it straight up. Have the Usos or Randy win. If they shoot it straight up, no matter
I will be happy if they just shoot it straight up.
Either way, with either ending.
Unfortunately, yes. I will be happy.
That's what's crazy is I think that either
obviously I want it to be Randy.
Yeah, we do. We want RK Bro to take him home. I think we're both on that side. But if the Usos win and the Bloodline has all the gold, I think that's kind of savage too. I think that is savage too.
Then the Usos are gonna be like, well, break time. And then what?
Yeah, that's not good.
Interim champions? I don't think so.
Well, no, that could be interesting because then when they come back, they have to come and actually fight some people to get them back. But anyways, I don't even want to go down that road. I think it's gonna be Randy. Randy's on a different type of tear right now, man. I think he is calling people out. He's having fun when he's not calling people out. When he's just chilling with Riddle, doing a celebration of some sort, you know, like like a victory speech or anything like that. He's actually looks like he's having fun. And he's still in peak form. Riddle's match today, and Riddle had all the wrestling offense today.
Mm-hmm.
Randy did nothing but talk, and I damn near want to name the episode after him.
Again,
right? He's just doing.
Take it home.
He's
Kool
crazy,
Sheen, just like Topher Grace in that one movie called "Take Me Home Tonight."
But anything else you want to get to before we wrap it up?
No, I don't think so. No.
I got one thing and one thing only, and we forgot about it. And I can't
Cousin
believe
Vinny
I
better
can't
be-
believe we forgot about it.
Cousin Vinny, I better not see you anymore. Cousin Vinny, I hope I don't ever see you again.
And if we don't get Hector
Wild,
back,
hey, Joaquin Wild, I thought, Joaquin, you can come back though. I like you, Joaquin. You can you can get back with your boys, the Legado del Fantasma. But Cousin Vinny, I need you out of the picture. I need you to have 2 bricks and you're out there with the fishes, or you could be in a wheelchair. But then I also don't want you to ever touch a mic again, And the Goombas, I'll learn your names, And the new Don of NXT has a new shirt at www.shop.com. # not an ad yet. Be sure to check out all of
I just can't believe we forgot the Don.
the Don of NXT, the new Don,
But other than that,
Well, I only forgot because he wasn't in the match. He just had a couple video vignettes.
they've been good though. I just wanted to give a little love there.
Clips in there.
I wanted to get a love
cousin.
there.
That's my cousin
Hey.
Tony D.
Yeah, check us out. Check us out, alloutelite.com. Check us out.
Fuck, I had my belt
Adrian
upside
Diesel,
down.
Adrian's Raw Rundown. You
I
can
do
get that.
NXTs.
Yeah, you can get that on Tuesdays, correct?
Well, everything's out a day after.
That's what I think. Yeah, you can get the Adrian's Raw Rundown on Tuesdays, and you can get his NXT review on Wednesdays. Just any day.
Just alloutelite.com, baby.
Well,
We're going to have years of this, 10 years of this, 15 years of this, 20 years of this, 25 years of this. It's going to be 25 years of alloutelite.com. We're going to be writing about everything.
million articles.
We're going to be writing about everything.
It's gonna be
We're
a
gonna
million
writing about
articles.
AEW. We're going to be writing about Ring of Honor. We're going to be talking about wrestling news. We're going to be talking about Raw, SmackDown,
Everything
NXT
wrestling.
2.0. We're going to be talking about it for 10
Everything
years,
wrestling.
100 years, million years. Oh my God, it took so long to train.